Champions League standard support in Israel's second division.
It's my soul.
Hapoel Tel Aviv, among Europe's elite only recently, now in Israel's second tier.
Our aim is to bridge gaps.
The club and its die-hard fan base, a bridge between Jews and Arabs in Israel. Hapoel is more than a football club.
It's the working man's club. It's connected to the left in Israel, which is my political belief. It's an underdog.
Ravid has been an ardent Hapoel fan since childhood.
Let's go back to center stage.
He and his son make their way to the first game of the season. Hapoel in the second division. Relegation means more to the fans than matches against nameless opponents.
Now we are at 7 o'clock, middle of the week, full of traffic. We're going to either play Monday at 7 o'clock, which is a horrible time, or we're going to play Friday afternoon, which is a horrible time. Usually Friday in Israel there's a Friday family dinner. All the families come together to eat dinner, so I guess we're going to be late for a few family dinners this year. And we might even arrive without any hunger, but this is our new reality.
Dinner will have to wait. There's more on the line for Hapoel than honor.
Everything is politically charged in Israel. Left in Israel is more open to the peace process. It's less conservative. It's a minority now in Israel.
Thousands of Hapoel fans arrive at Hapoel Stadium in Rishon LeZion for the opening match of the season.
Welcome to the second division.
Round here, the fans of arch-rivals Maccabi Tel Aviv are known as Rolex fans, snobs that only attend matches when their team is winning. At Hapoel, things are different. Win or lose, passionate support is compulsory. Over 4,000 away fans vastly outnumber Rishon's home support. Despite raucous support, it's a tough start for Hapoel. Finding a way through isn't easy. The quality is poor. Tel Aviv, Hapoel's training complex lies just south of the city. An area known for its social instability and ethnically diverse community. Today, Hapoel is co-owned by Boaz Toshav. A fan since childhood, he understands the philosophy of the club.
We see football as a bridge, the difficulties that we have in this area and in the Middle East in general. And when we say that we are much more than an ordinary football club, is that not only winning is our aim. Our aim is to bridge gaps.
Hapoel was founded in the 1920s, long before the formation of Israel after the Second World War, as part of the Jewish labor movement in British-administered Palestine. Since day one, it's proudly championed a socialist identity. The hammer and sickle remain the club's crest to this day. It would become one of the most successful clubs in Israeli history, drawing international attention along the way. The 2001-2002 season saw the club eliminate Chelsea in the UEFA Cup, eventually losing to Milan in the quarter-finals. Ido Aksebrad is enjoying his first season as a Hapoel player. His father is a fan, his brother played for the club's basketball team. His wife also grew up with the club. Her father was a Reds player during his career. The second league gives Aksebrad the chance to fulfill a lifelong dream.
זה חלום ילדות האמת שלי וגם של כל המשפחה. אנחנו, כמו שאתה אמרת, אנחנו בית אדום. זה משהו מיוחד הפועל תל אביב אצלנו בבית, בכלל בכל המשפחה המורחבת. וזה משהו מאוד מיוחד, ואני שמח שיצא לי ההזדמנות הזאת להגיע למועדון כזה גדול, למועדון הפועל תל אביב.
Ravid was one of the 12,000 spirited Hapoel fans in attendance for the second leg of the UEFA Cup tie in Milan. Those were the days, a world away from the current struggles of Ido Aksebrad. 0-0 at the break, a second division game that's not one for the purists.
Low quality, slow, annoying game, and it's going to be like that all year long. But the atmosphere and the fans was amazing, which is unbelievable. Like I said earlier, When we are at our lowest, that's when we are at. When we are at our lowest, that's when we are at our best.
In the stands at Hapoel, origins play no part. Nationalism isn't welcome. Even the Israeli flag is outlawed. Jaffa. Jews live here side by side with Arabs. The beating hearts of many of its citizens belong to Hapoel. Abu Marwan's restaurant was a local favourite for Hapoel players. For health reasons, he is unable to run it for the time being. He tells us what it is that makes Hapoel so special to Jaffa's inhabitants.
הפועל תל אביב בחיים לא הסתכלו ולא הסתכלו אם זה ערבי או אתיופי או ישראלי שמשחק בפועל תל אביב. זה אגודה שכיף לשחק בה, אין גזענות, בחיים לא היה. אני לא מאמין שבפועל תל אביב יהיה פעם גזענות.
Israel is drifting increasingly to the right, and many young Arabs in Jaffa are feeling marginalized. Hapoel Tel Aviv was the first Israeli club to select an Arab player, taking a stance against the political tide. That's something Yasmin Hamdan, herself a football coach, and her son appreciate.
If you go now and ask each one of them where you want to play when you grow up, they will tell you Hapoel Tel Aviv. They're not going to tell you Maccabi Tel Aviv. They're not going to tell you any other team. They're going to tell you Hapoel Tel Aviv because they can live here, Hapoel Tel Aviv. They can see the contribution for the community here, and they can feel that Hapoel Tel Aviv is part of our life.
The second half begins in Rishon LeZion, and Ravid expects little from his side.
Maybe 1-0 from a mistake, from their mistake. This is the only way we're going to score a goal, from their mistake.
At first, it appears that he may be right. The standard is low, with hardly any improvement on the pitch. But then... a catastrophic pass from a Rishon defender allows Aksabrad to make it 1-0. Father and son celebrate passionately in the stands. A dream moment for goalscorer Ido Aksabrad. Hapoel eventually win 3-0. The first battle is won in the fight for promotion.
I think the rest of the season is going to be exactly like this. We're going to suffer a bit more, score a goal, suffer a bit more, and hopefully we'll win enough games to go up before I get a heart attack.
Hapoel fans rage against the establishment. Their support for the team unconditional, even in Division 2. Ido Aksabrad knows exactly who stands behind the team.
אני לא פעם ולא פעמיים אמרתי את זה, אני גם מכיר את הקהל, המשפחה, כמו שאתה יודע, אנחנו משפחה אדומה, אוהדת הפועל. אני הכרתי את הקהל הזה כל החיים, כל השנים, וכל פעם מחדש שמפתיעים אותנו, זה פשוט אווירה חבל על הזמן הם עושים, ורק שימשיכו ככה.
It might just be the second league, but Hapoel are more than a football team. The club and its fan base prove that peace and unity are possible in a fractured Middle East.